So the next step in creating this animation is to take one of your layers and to remove it from the beginning, have it come in after a couple of seconds, but with a transition. So I'm going to take the layer over here of my castle, and let's find that layer. I think it is my layer 2 copy. There we go. So layer 2 copy is the layer I want to make sure I'm selected on. That is very important to make sure that you are on the correct layer in the layers panel. It's not enough to be on the layer over here. And layer 2 copy becomes selected over here. That's the one that I want to work on. So to simply trim it, you remember how easy it was to extend the length of our photos here? So this would be a 10-second video. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to now trim the head of the video clip. This is called the heads and the tails. The beginning is the heads and the end of the tails. And so I'll drag it in so that this will actually start at about 3 seconds in. Okay, so now if I scrub and I play back. So by the way, up here you have the normal kind of playing tools. I can press play if I don't want to use the scrubber and I just want it to go through, and then I can stop. I can use this to move back a frame. I can use this to move back all the way to the beginning. So I'll just continue to play here, and once we reach 3 seconds, what you're going to find is that layer just pops in, and that's a little bit abrupt. So all we need to do is to add an effect. And if I go over to this little icon over here that's half black and half gray, I can see a couple of different types of effects. I can add just a fade, and that's what I want. But you can also look at some of these other ones, a crossfade, a fade with black, fade with white, fade with color. All you have to do is to simply click and drag this. Here it says the duration of the fade, which is 1 second, and I could increase that, but I'm also going to show you how to increase that right on the timeline. So I'm going to take this fade, and I'm just going to simply drag it onto that layer, and click outside to get that box to go away. And now scroll a little bit before, press play, and now let's just watch in the center. And there you go, it slowly fades in. Great, so now if I want to extend the length of that fade, I just put my mouse, I'll move the scrub over so you can clearly see, put my mouse over where that fade is sitting on my layer, and I can extend it. And I could make that fade happen over a longer period of time. So that's another thing you can play with. You can look at the other fades here, and you could insert them automatically with 1 second or more of a duration, or you can go in afterwards and adjust the duration as well. So that is step 2 in creating your animation.